London, the land of red buses, royalty, and ridiculous prices. But what happens when you only have $100 to explore one of the world's most expensive cities? Can you still enjoy the classics? Big Ben, a full English breakfast, the Tube, maybe even a pint at a pub, without breaking the bank? In this video, we find out exactly what $100 gets you in London, real cost of visiting in 2025, and trust me, you'll be surprised by how much or how little it buys. Before we begin though, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. And at 1, breakfast and Borough, starting the day like a local. We kick off our £80 day in London the proper way with a classic English breakfast. No fancy hotel buffet or hipster brunch spot here. We're heading to a local greasy spoon cafe tucked into a side street in Southwark. For about £7, roughly $9, we get the full works: eggs, sausage, bacon, beans, mushrooms, toast, and a hot mug of tea. It's hearty, filling, and feels like a slice of real London life. From there, we walk to the legendary Borough Market. Entry is free, and even if you don't plan to eat, the atmosphere is incredible. Sizzling food stalls, fresh produce, shouting vendors, and the aroma of spices from every corner. Every corner, believe me. It's a feast for the senses. We resist the urge to spend much, but grab a warm pastry for £3 and enjoy it while watching Londoners rush through their weekday routines. Now it's time to travel. We grab an Oyster card or tap in with contactless. London's underground system is efficient and surprisingly tourist-friendly. The daily cap for zones 1 to 2 is around £8.10 or $10, meaning no matter how many trips you make, you won't pay more than that in a day. So far, we've spent around £18 or $23, and we've had a proper meal, experienced a cultural icon, and secured transport for the entire day. London's reputation for being expensive? Valid. But we're already seeing how far a modest budget can stretch, if you play it smart. Next up at 2, London icons for less: Big Ben, Trafalgar and parks. Next up, the sights you came to London for, without the heavy price tag. We hop off the Tube at Westminster and are immediately greeted by the majestic Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. Towering above the Thames, this view is totally free and one of the most photographed in the world. You don't need a ticket to feel the grandeur here, just a camera and a sense of awe. We stroll over to Westminster Abbey, which charges entry but is just as stunning from the outside. Instead of queuing, we take the scenic route toward St James Park, one of London's most beautiful green spaces. Here, ducks paddle in ponds, deck chairs line the grass, and the London Eye looms in the distance. It's the perfect place to pause, take in the skyline, and people watch for a while, all without spending a penny. From there, we continue on foot to Trafalgar Square, home to the iconic lions and fountains. If we're lucky, we might catch a street performer or a live art installation. Then we swing by Leicester Square for a buzz of the West End and maybe spot a red carpet premiere in progress. No ticket needed. We grab a bottle of water and a pack of crisps for about £2 from a local Tesco Express to keep the energy up. This whole portion of the day is about movement, marvelling and embracing London's walkability. By now we've spent less than £5 in this section, but seen more landmarks than most guided tours offer, proving that some of the city's best experiences don't come with an entry fee. Alright, at 3, museums and culture on a budget, priceless and free. London might be one of the only cities in the world where you can access world-class museums for absolutely free. Our next stop is the legendary British Museum, where thousands of years of human history sit behind glass, from the Rosetta Stone to Egyptian mummies. Entry? Completely free. Nada. Nothing. We drop a small £2 coin in the donation box because value like this deserves support. After an hour or two wandering the galleries, we head to Russell Square Gardens next door for a quick breather. This quiet park is filled with locals on their lunch break, a few artists sketching in the shade, and students reading under trees. It's peaceful, grounding, and, again, entirely free. For lunch, we're not blowing the budget on a sit-down meal. Instead, we hit Leather Lane Market, a short tube ride away, where food trucks and international stalls offer everything from Thai curries to Turkish wraps. We grab a generous chicken shawarma wrap and drink for £7 or $9. Flavourful, filling, and far cheaper than nearby restaurants. Want more art? The Tate Modern is just across the river, and yes, it's free too. Inside, massive contemporary installations and world-renowned modern works await. Even if modern art isn't your thing, the view from the upper floors across the Thames is spectacular. By the end of this section, we've added just £9 to £10 to our daily total, but experienced two of London's premier museums, enjoyed street food and soaked in views that most travellers would pay extra for. Alright, add 4. Local experiences and markets. Camden, Covent Garden or Notting Hill. It's time to dive into the creative heartbeat of London, its neighbourhoods. We take the tube north to Camden Town, one of the city's most vibrant, edgy and affordable areas. A short ride costs us under £3, still within our daily transport cap. The moment we exit the station, we're hit with street music, painted storefronts and the scent of international cuisine wafting from open-air vendors. We wander through Camden Market, a maze of vintage stalls, handmade crafts, funky clothes and one-of-a-kind accessories. There's something hypnotic about this place. It's chaotic in the best way. We pick up a small London-themed tote bag or magnet for £5, a fun souvenir that won't break the budget. From there, we grab a coffee or bubble tea for around £3 from a local stand and sit by Regent's Canal, watching boats glide past and artists sketch on the banks. This is a side of London that feels more lived in, more human, and it's completely different from the grand icons we saw earlier. Not into Camden? Swap it for Covent Garden, with its street performers and boutique arcades, or head west to Notting Hill for a stroll down pastel-coloured lanes and antique shops. Either way, you'll find free entertainment, character and charm without needing to spend more than a few pounds. At this point, we're around £55 into the day, and we've experienced both the polished and the punk, the historic and the hip. London isn't just big attractions, it's neighbourhoods like these that make the day feel full and personal. And lastly, at number 5, evening views and pub dinner, London at night on a budget. As the sun dips below the skyline, we head to one of the best free views in the city, Primrose Hill. Just north of Regent's Park, this grassy rise gives you a panoramic view of London's glowing skyline. Locals come here to watch the sunset with friends, some bring wine, others just a blanket and music. It's quiet, cinematic and completely free. After the view, it's time for a final meal. I'm famished, and what better way to wrap up than with a traditional British pub dinner? We head to a cosy, no-frills pub tucked into a residential street. For around £12 to £14, we get a generous plate of fish and chips or pie and mash, along with a soft drink or half pint of ale. The pub experience is more than just food, it's a cultural immersion. Locals chatting at the bar, football playing on the TV, wooden beams and brass taps. It's authentic, warm, and a great place to reflect on the day. If you're still energised, walk through South Bank or the Tower Bridge area at night. The reflections in the Thames, the glowing London Eye, and the bustle of night joggers and tourists all give the city a different vibe, one that's quieter but equally majestic. A quick late-night tube ride back to the hotel rounds off our day, and we've hit the cap on transport. Final total? Around £78 to £80, or just under $100. We made it! We didn't skip meals, we didn't miss out on landmarks, and we didn't feel restricted. We got to see London's real rhythm, grand yet gritty, regal yet rebellious, on a budget. So, what does $100 really get you in London in 2025? A full belly, iconic views, world-class museums, neighbourhood charm, and stories that will outlast the receipts. It's proof that with a bit of planning, even one of the world's priciest cities can be cracked open without maxing out your card. Let us know in the comments which city you want us to do next on $100. And if you enjoyed this journey through London, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more travel challenges from around the globe.